Thank you, President. My adjournment matter this evening seeks an action from the Minister for Agriculture, and I ask her to consider providing additional incentives for plant-based and cell-based meat production, considering the value and opportunities of this industry that Victoria is currently missing out on. In order to protect our health and environment while also feeding the growing human population, we need to look at better and more sustainable ways of producing food. Reducing our reliance on the industrial production and overconsumption of livestock is central to protecting our climate, our environment and bettering human health. Fortunately, food science and human ingenuity gives us the ingredients we need to create nutritious food without the severe problems inherent in our current systems, while still creating jobs and employment opportunities. Australia is the third fastest growing market in the world for plant-based foods, with our market for packaged plant-based foods expected to reach $215 million by 2020. Just last week, analysts at Barclays predicted the alternative meat industry will be worth $140 billion globally within a decade. Our major supermarkets, our fast food chains, independent stores and cafes are responding to the demand for these products by importing them from overseas. We are missing a major opportunity to create them right here, and in particular in the western region of Victoria, which is ideally placed to provide the land, the raw materials, the employees and the transport needed to supply the finished product to market both domestically and internationally. According to Food Frontier, Australia and New Zealand's expertise and infrastructure in plant biology and food science position them as ideal bases for plant-based and cell-based meat development. Australia ranks 5th globally for biotechnology innovation. In this country, we are primed to become regional influencers in protein innovation due to our large agricultural sectors, proximity to Asia for export and established regional relations. As food innovation sweeps the globe, more investors are showing interest in cross-border ventures or investments outside of their regional base. Australia appeals to investors seeking opportunities in the populous Asia-Pacific. Imagine if we could be leading the way in Victoria, just as we've early adopted many of the other latest agricultural practices. It would create jobs, support farmers and help us tackle the climate emergency. I ask the Minister to consider providing additional incentives for those wanting to establish plant-based or cell-based meat production in Victoria.